Well, hello, good morning, and welcome. This is the S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am presented by visitgadsdencounty.com. My name is Tony Leifert, and we're about to get on with the finals in both the women's and the men's competition right here at Lake 38, just outside of Quincy in beautiful Gadsden County.
Lonely voices talking to me. Now I'm gone, now I'm gone, now I'm gone. And my mother told me, son, let it be. Sold my soul to the calling. Sold my soul to a sweet melody. Now I'm gone, now I'm gone, now I'm gone. Don't give me that fire. Times I've fallen, thousand voices dead at my feet. Now I'm gone, now I'm gone, now I'm gone. And my mother told me, son, let it be. Sold my soul to the calling, sold my soul to a sweet melody. Now I'm gone, now I'm gone, now I'm gone. Ghosts and devils come calling my name out, lost in the fire.
As we get ready for the next events, which are the finals in the women's and men's, we're looking at some of the highlights that were produced yesterday in the elimination rounds of competition. And here, for your viewing pleasure, is the complete 41 off pass produced by Freddy Winter yesterday. He would run this pass and would eventually work his way down to 43 off, which is 9.75 meters. First time we've seen that this season. We'll have a look at his approach into number one at 43 off, 9.75 meters, getting a little bit of a stalled turn, but one buoy on that particular run, a splendid performance there. I'm sure you'd agree. Of course, if you want to see the complete performance and the complete sets of all of our skiers who skied yesterday, then you can check out the webcast archive on Calvin Kelm's webcast channel. We're getting a little bit buffeted there with one of our performers there. That's Jaden Eade. But these are replays and the highlights that were produced in the previous rounds yesterday, as we get ready for the competitive action that will take place today, involving the top 8 women and top 8 men that form part of the final round of a competition. Of course, among the highlights was the successful run at 39.5 off by Regina Jaquess in the second and final round of women's elimination slalom competition. Extraordinary start, a little stalled on 4, but she still has the grit and determination to make up for that deficit and gets the job done with a 6 buoy count at 39. So this is our schedule for today. The women's finals will be our lead-off event, followed by the men's finals. And we've got some great competitive action as we take a look at the good island that is on the Quincy end of this lake. And here is your running order. We've got Allie Nicholson, our lead-off skier. Actually, you're looking on the screen last year's podium, I beg your pardon, and it's those 5 skiers, as a matter of fact, are all going to be featured in this final. Funny how that happens, doesn't it? But last year's reigning champion, Regina Jaquess, she's here. So too is Whitney, Rini, Jaimee Bull, Vanessa, Vieke, and Allie Nicholson. And filling out the running order, the order of skiers in the women's slalom final. Aside from those 5, we've got the likes of Daniela Kretzschmar, who will be our lead-off skier, followed by Kennedy Hansen and Sam Stadlbaur. And then it will be Vanessa, Vieke, Allie Nicholson, Jaimee Bull, Whitney, Rini, and then finally Regina Jaquess. So that is your running order of 8 skiers in the women's slalom final. That will take place in the next few minutes. So just enough time for you folks along the shore side and indeed watching us on the webcast from wherever you happen to be around the world. An opportunity for you to grab your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage, because in the next few minutes we will have ourselves a women's slalom final here at the S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am, presented to you by Visit Gadsden County, and we'll have more action on the water in just a few minutes, right after this.
Starting, I mean, hold on a second, yeah. Taking pictures.
You're running the women.
You had me at tower 2 for women.
Are you there? Yeah, he called in. He said he's ready to go. We're ready to go.
All right then, folks, we're ready to go. Our first competitor in the water and ready to rock.
All right, Daniela, here we go.
Daniela Kretzschmar, who scored 5 buoys at 11.25 meters in round 2 of yesterday's action, which was just enough to squeak her through into the final round of a competition. Let's see what she has with the opening pass. Daniela Kretzschmar from Chile. 28 off start. Should have no worries with running this opener. So working her way through on pass number 1 of hopefully many. It is Daniela Kretzschmar getting the job done with the opener. Yep, holding that handle up nice and high into the pre-turn, which encourages the skier to keep the shoulders level and chest up high. That's exactly the way to do it, and Daniela Kretzschmar giving us a little bit of a clinic on that. With pass number 1, we will see what she's got on pass number 2. Pass number 2 is 32 feet off the standard 75-foot line, leaving her with 43 feet of rope, or 30 meters.
I know, a long wait time for you. Yes, that's right.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Daniela Kretzschmar. Getting set up for pass number 2. There we go, 32 off. Shouldn't be too much of a struggle for her to accomplish. After all, she did score 5 buoys on 11.25 meters yesterday to make it into this section of the competition, and she does have plenty of experience to draw upon, including the win in the U17 World Water Ski Championships, which took place about 3 years ago in Santiago de Chile.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
So Daniela Kretzschmar in a little bit of a head-to-head battle between herself and her teammate Trinidad Espinal, who isn't competing in this competition, but I'm sure that she'll be watching and seeing what Daniela Kretzschmar can do. Time right now is just a little after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time here in the middle of beautiful Gadsden County in the northern Panhandle region of Florida. Here we go, folks, coming in right here, right now, 35 off, 12 meters. Takes a good hard snap off number 1 at 35 off 12 meters. Looking to go round number 2. She's on the back of the ski off number 3. Similar situation on 4, but managing to stay patient enough to allow the ski to fully rotate under the line before going to guns on it. And not bad on the whole there for Daniela Kretzschmar as she gets ready now for 11.25 meters and hopefully trying to set a high bar going forwards. She's run now 3 passes, so she should have a pretty darn good rhythm out there in her possession. A good look at the course, at the venue and the setup here. A little bit of a shoulder hit there off number 5, but nothing she can't handle. All right, that is Daniela Kretzschmar. First skier out of 8 in this women's slalom final.
Here we go.
There you go. All right, so 55 seconds are up, and Daniela Kretzschmar already on her way to the course. Let's see what she has. This is 11.25 meters, 38 off, a little jumpy on the back of the ski, which cost her a lot of distance down course. She's round number 3. She's still there, you know. She's good to go round number 4. She's fighting this one. She's round number 5 and all over the place into number 6 and is inside number 6. But it equals her best score this weekend. 5 buoys, 11.25 meters. So a good effort there for our young Chilean athlete, Daniela Kretzschmar. Driving hard off the first couple of buoys. Just not allowing the ski to fully come round before she takes the pull from the boat. And that is how close she was to making the pass at 38 off, 11.25 meters as it is for Daniela Kretzschmar. It is a 5 buoy count on that line. All right, that sets the bar then for our remaining skiers to have a crack at. Next skier to take to the water will be Kennedy Hansen.
Thank you. Okay, we have Kennedy starting at 13 green. 13 green for Kennedy.
Kennedy at 13.
Ready? Here we go.
All right, here we go, folks. Next competitor, Kennedy Hansen. So looking good with the opener. That's the 28 off there for Kennedy Hansen. All right, so one pass down for Kennedy Hansen. Hopefully plenty more in her future coming right up, and she'll be coming into the course from the Havana end of this lake. This is Lake 38, nestled in amongst the trees and the woods and the beautiful countryside that forms part of Gadsden County. Gadsden County has a lot to offer visitors. If you're looking for that little unusual piece for your home and are into antiquing, then this is the place to be. All right, here we go. This is Kennedy Hansen. This is 35 off 12 meters. Gets the start that she needs. Gets into a good rhythm at least halfway down the course and gets it to go around number 4, 5, and indeed number 6. Kennedy Hansen doing a grand job out there with the opening 2 passes. We'll see what she can do with the rest. Tremendous effort here from Kennedy Hansen, who has titled at World Junior and U21 level. I don't know whether she's still eligible to compete in the U21s, but if she is, then the World Championships for that tournament take place towards the tail end of July this season. Those championships will be held at the Lakes of Casting Stone in Predator Bay, Calgary, Canada. There's a whole slew of tournaments coming up in very quick succession during the course this summer. Pretty much all of them are being webcast for your viewing pleasure. Events that range so far as Allie Night Jam is concerned, which is coming up this coming Saturday, to the likes of the Royal Nautique Pro over in Rabat in Morocco, preceded by the Monaco Pro competition, which is next weekend. Here comes Kennedy Hansen, a big hit off buoy number 1. She's good to go for number 2. Look at her go for number 3. This is 11.25 meters. Therefore, she went in at 32 off rather than at 28 off, and is already 1 pass ahead of schedule, so to speak. So that is 38 off, 11.25 meters. We'll get confirmation of that. 38 off has been signaled there for Kennedy Hansen. Indeed, I'm looking at the scoring, and indeed that correlates with the graphic up on the screen. It is 6 buoys at 13 and 12, and now 11.25 meters. And she has therefore taken the lead on the strength of that full pass on this line length. So Kennedy Hansen in the water, one of the United States' top overall competitors. Going round the Havana Island and working her way towards the course here and now. Let's see what she has. Kennedy Hansen, 10.75 meters, knows that she's got to get fairly deep in this pass to really affect some change in her standings. And I don't think she got round number 2, but we'll let the judges decide her fate in that regard. Kennedy Hansen making her way back towards the dock with a score into 10.75 meters off 39.5 off. We'll have a look at this shot and see if that helps to make things a little bit clearer in slow motion. There's number 1, and I think she actually might have gotten round number 2 upon reflection there. So it looks like it is a 2 buoy count, at least from my perspective. 2 buoys at 10.75 meters or 39.5 off. Stalled up a little bit round number 2, but managing to get the ski around that turn, and scores 2 confirmed. Kennedy Hansen, your new leader. So, current leaderboard as we see right now, 2 at 39 for Kennedy Hansen, and currently in second place after 2 competitors. 5 at 38 off, 11.25 meters. Two pretty darn good scores at this stage of the game. Next competitor up, it is Samantha Stadlbaur.
Yep. You're good. Here we go.
Here we go now, working her way in towards the course and to twist and over rotate into her onside turn, which is 135, in order to keep the ski out running wide and being able to load up on that edge and fully rotate at the time of her choosing. As you can plainly see into buoy number 1, boom. Brings the ski hard round. Nice counter rotation there into number 2 as well. One would argue that she is the queen of counter rotation, as she seems to do it as deliberately and as well as anyone that you'll ever see out there in the women's professional game. There, Sam Stadlbaur, who is coached by Benjamin Stadlbaur over at Swiss in Claremont in Florida. The time should be running down to about 55 seconds. That boat is now starting to motor away, and there it is. Mash the throttle down, 55 seconds are up. She goes round the island and sets herself up well for this next pass. This is going to be 12 meters. Looking good off number 1, a little bit behind herself on number 2, but managing to set herself up well on number 3 to get back into the game. And Sam Stadlbaur looking strong. So Sam Stadlbaur, or rather should I say Dr. Samantha Stadlbaur, medical doctor by trade, having recently qualified to be a medical doctor by a graduation at Florida International. Looking good. Don't see too much to fault her on with her run there at the second run of 35 off. Already got a few people commenting in on the live chat, and if you want to be a part of the live chat, make sure you fully subscribe to Kelvin Kelm's webcast. Here we go, folks, coming on in. This is Samantha Stadlbaur. We are 3 skiers into this women's slalom final, and she's already trying to make an attempt at running 11.25 meters. Unfortunately, stalling off number 1 into number 2 and not getting much out of that, which means that Kennedy Hansen still retains the lead with about half of the field yet to ski. Samantha Stadlbaur, good extension off buoy into number 2, but unfortunately the ski way too far behind her to take full advantage of that situation. But there you go. That is Sam Stadlbaur, and that currently puts her in about 3rd spot right now after 3 skiers. Next skier to take to the water should be Vanessa Vieke, and then after her it'll be Allie Nicholson, Jaimee Ball, Whitney Rini, and Regina Jaquess.
All right, you ready?
And it doesn't take me reminding you that the remaining 5 skiers on this list all made it onto the podium last season. So that list of skiers certainly has a familiar ring to it, as recently as last season's Lake 38 Pro-Am competition. As Sam Stadlbaur makes her way back to the dock, it leaves the way clear for next competitor from Australia. It'll be Vanessa Vieke.
Let's do it. That means great.
Yes.
Let's do it.
That's what I'm talking about.
So for skiers such as Daniela Kretzschmar and Kennedy Hansen, they've seen their current rankings moved up 1 spot by virtue of the fact that Sam Stadlbaur came through with a score of 1.5 at 11.25 meters on pass number 3.
All right, Vanessa, here we go.
All right, Australia's Vanessa Vieke up on a good slalom ski and making the turn round the good island. The boat straightens out and accelerates up to 55 kilometers an hour or 34 miles an hour. Line length 32 off or 30 meters. This now is Vanessa Vieke. D2 employing a distinctive technique, just rocking the hips forward and just staying well and truly stacked. Just in a good, solid, strong position going from one side to the next. There you go. That is Vanessa Vieke. So down in the water and getting ready to go for pass number 2 is Vanessa Vieke, and we'll have a look at this instant replay. And there you can see with the rotation through the entrance gates into number 1, doesn't move too much at all. He works away from one side to the next. And that's the part of her slalom skiing that has been a consistent, working from one side to the next and looking tremendous out there. So we're waiting on Vanessa Vieke to come back into the course at 35 off. It should be a fairly simplistic run there for her. All right, making the turn around the Havana Island. And Havana, just in case you're wondering, not quite the city in Cuba, but one of the 2 main towns that is located within Gadsden County. And an absolutely haven for those of you that want to experience a little bit of Americana and all that entails. You can find out more by going to visit GadsdenCounty.com. That's visitGadsdenCounty.com. There we go. That's Vanessa Vieke dropping into the water that has been treated courtesy of Atlas Tints. A new company that has just formed within the last few months, started delivering to customers just starting this January. And the beautiful blue water that you're seeing was treated with a plant-based water dye. that's turned this already beautiful facility into something to really marvel at. You can find out more by going to atlastints.com, atlastints.com, and if you check in with those good folks at atlastints.com, tell them that Tony sent you. They've already delivered packs of lake dye to a number of different water ski venues and facilities, including Tri-Lakes in Zachary, Louisiana. No doubt you're going to see the results of that come LA Night Jam, which is coming up on this upcoming Saturday. But let's have a look and see round the Good Island at the Quincy end of this Lake 38 facility. Here we go. This now is Vanessa Vieke. Good hard snap off number one. This is at 38 off, 11.25 meters, having to rush a little bit on one or two turns. Taking a good hit there off number four, round number five, and managing to sneak the ski round number six, and becoming our second person to make it through that pass. Vanessa Vieke.
I'm proud of your patience. That was Swiss all over. Right one.
So Vanessa Vieke in the water, and we'll hopefully get to see if 38 off. It wasn't exactly her smoothest effort in running that pass, but she'll take the 6 buoys anyhow. About less than 30 seconds to go in the drop-down timer, and we'll assess again how she managed to make her way through this pass. Rope ski almost going over the rope off buoy number one. She was trying to get on the good foot a little bit too early off that turn, and that had a cascading effect for much of the turns that she made on this pass. But she gives herself plenty of room to work with off 5 into number 6, and there you go. There we go, Vanessa Vieke at 10.75 meters. Look at her go. She's round number 3. She's halfway down the course, and unfortunately will not proceed any more than 2 1/2. 2 1/2 buoys there for Vanessa Vieke. Skier number 5 off the dock gets 2 1/2. That puts her half a buoy ahead of Kennedy Hansen for the lead right now. Getting a little bit crushed there off her number 2 into number 3, and just couldn't really set the ski on an outward trajectory enough to make a significant attempt on that run. But as I said, she is in the lead. But with 2 1/2 at 39.5 off 10.75 meters, it is going to be a rather simplistic target for the level of skier that we have to come next. Starting off with Allie Nicholson. Here we go, folks. This is Allie Nicholson. Good solid gate pull-out. Good glide into number 1 gate shot. Keeping things rolling, using some good cross-course speed to keep her up on top of the water. Very, very free-flowing style. Not too much to complain about on that particular run, that opening pass.
That's good.
We're looking at this once again. Opening pass. It's 32 off. Looking good all the way. Okay, here we go. This is Allie Nicholson. Gets a good strike off number 1 at 35 off. Oh, a little bit rearward there off number 2 into number 3. But still able to make an impact as far as number 4 and 5 is concerned. 12 meters, no worries there on the hole there. 4, Allie Nicholson. So Allie Nicholson, 2 passes down, and hopefully a good many to come for her. All right, this competition brought to you by a whole array of sponsors: Ausco, Highland Building Supply, among our many sponsors, along with Nautique Boats, KD Skis, Good Skis, S-Lines, of course, our title sponsor, alongside Visit Gadsden County. There's number 1. This is at 38 off, 11.25 meters. She's early, good and early for number 2, almost over pulls for number 3, but still managing to lay down the law when it comes down to this pass of 38 off, 11.25 meters. And there is Allie Nicholson. So Allie Nicholson, a four from last skier to take to the water, and she too was a feature on the podium in the 2024 S-Lines Lake 38 Pro, presented to you by Visit Gadsden County. So back on top of the water after a 55 seconds of drop time. The boat now accelerating up to speed, 55 kilometers an hour. This is Allie Nicholson. A good stout pull out for the entrance gates. There's number 1 taking a good hard snap into buoy number 2. This is at 39.5 off, 10.75 meters. She's good for 3 now. She continues to go off number 4. She's still got the ski ahead, and she gets around number 5. Does she go for the wakes? Oh, not quite. So it looks like it's going to be 4.5 at most for Allie Nicholson on 10.75 meters. or 39.5 off. That being the case, she will take the lead with 3 skiers remaining.
Nice job.
Just brought the handle up a little bit too high off number 2 and made her go down course. Yet the ski went outside number 5, but unfortunately she didn't S-turn hard enough to make that ski come back for the wakes in time for the number 6 boat guides. Therefore, it is going to be 4 and 1/2.
Welcome. Hold on just a second. Don't get in. Let me just make sure.
They're having some technical difficulty down there with something, so just give it a minute.
I'm sorry, I was changing handle. Are we holding steer? Got it. Four.
Look on the side, on the left-hand side of that receiver. You'll see a little dial over there with some numbers on it. What number you want? 2. We're on 2. Okay, camera. Camera here, looks good. I would like to see on that blue crossbar. Yeah, but I just changed frequencies. Change it roller, see if that makes a difference, okay? Roll the boat.
Heading down, there's an additional judge if you do not have the other gate, the other camera on the other side. So we're covered regardless. We ask both of you.
Okay, just taking a little bit of a technical timeout before we proceed on. We've got Jaimee Ball coming up next, then it's Whitney Rini, and then finally Regina Jaquess.
Here we go.
All right, here we go, folks. First of 2 Canadians in the last 3 of this competition in the women's slalom final. This now is Jaimee Ball, coming to us out of North Bay in Canada. North Bay in the province of Ontario in Canada. It is a 30-meter opener and should not have too many worries in regards to running that opening pass. So there we go, 30 meters. Beautiful start there for Jaimee Ball. Down at the banner end of the course, just waiting on the timer to expire before the boat motors forward, with Jaimee Ball, a line length of 12 meters directly behind that Nautique towboat pylon.
Here we go.
As we continue on, let me tell you about John F. Williams. He's one of our great photographers that is on site, and he's been taking snaps here during the course of this competition, go to johnfwilliamsphotography.com, johnfwilliamsphotography.com, and check out some of the shots that these produced and get in contact with him. Here we go. This is Jaimee Bull. This is 35 off, 12 meters. Once again, a pass that is just easy money there for her. Jaimee Bull. So Jaimee Bull here at the Good Island end of this lake, facing towards the town of Quincy. One of the great places to come and visit in Gadsden County, Florida. You can find out more about Gadsden County by going to visitgadsdencounty.com. Sure, there's plenty there for you to see and do in the county that may be small, but it's got a big heart. Here's Jaimee Bull at 38 off. Could be almost as simple as 35 off for her. Multiple-time world champion, two-time world elite champion, multiple-time U21 champion as well. And is, I believe, still to this day the U21 women's slalom world record holder. Skiing with a technique that almost mirrors her ability to take to the backwoods in various snow-covered provinces and mountains and slopes in her native Canada. Working her way around the Havana Island. Boat speed working its way to 34 mile an hour or 55K. Let's see what she has here. Entrance number 1. Takes it down. Round buoy number 2. A little bit high on the tip. This is 39.5. Oh, she's good to go round. And try to take the slack up off number 4, and unfortunately nothing was doing there for her. So it looks like it is going to be 3 1/2. 3 1/2 there for Jaimee Bull. As we continue to roll right along, 3.5 at 39, 3.5 on that line length pass there for Jaimee Bull. Looks like Jaimee Bull with 3.5 at 39.5 off. I believe that would put her into second place at this time.
All right, we have Whitney starting at 13 green, 13
5 at 39.5 off 10.75 meters is currently the lead score.
All righty, Whitney, here we go.
All right, approaching the course right now. Multiple-time world women's slalom champion, a multiple-time winner of the Moomba Masters Slalom Championship. 10 titles won there in Melbourne in Australia, all said and told for this skier out there on the water. This now is Whitney Rini. So Whitney Rini getting ready for the next pass. It should be 35 off. Looking at the current scoring as it stands right now. We've got 4 at 10.75 meters, which represents the lead. That gives Allie Nicholson a half buoy advantage on top of Jaimee Ball, who's currently in second place with 3.5 at 10.75. Vanessa Vieke back there on 2.5 at 10.75 meters. So not a lot to choose from between those top 3 skiers at the moment. But let's see if this competitor can upset the apple cart a little bit. Makes a turn round the Havana Island. And the boat speed accelerating up to 55k or 34 miles an hour. This now is Whitney Rini out of Canada. Beautifully executed turns. Just has that nice natural balance that she's been known for years and years. Always up there among the top challengers at any given moment in the women's slalom event. And today is by no means an exception. So here we go. That's Whitney Rini getting through the opening couple of passes, 32 and 35. 38 off comes up next, 11.25 meters, and that is the point that the rope is too short to stretch out beyond the width of the buoys from the center of the boat line. All right there. So continuing on, skiing here in Gadsden County, famous for its outdoor activities and the presence of the Chattahoochee River, which has been sung about by no less famous an artist as Alan Jackson. His video still continues to be played with favorite reviews by water enthusiasts and skiers alike. And at the same time that we talk about that, let's talk about Whitney Rini getting through that pass. That was 11.25 meters or 38 off. Still one of the few skiers out there that uses the one-handed gate shot and uses that very, very effectively. By using the one-handed gate shot, the theory is you replicate the turns that are to come on that side later on inside the course, and gives you an advantage so far as being able to fully affect the swing of that slalom ski. But for stuff such as that, there's always a little bit of a trade-off, such as being able to effectively run buoys with that one-handed gate shot in less than ideal conditions. But it seems that Whitney Rini has absolutely mastered the use of the one-handed gate shot. Here she comes, approaching the course here and now. This is Whitney Rini. Good. Oh, and horrid start off buoy number 1 and down in the water, having scored half a buoy. Wow, you would not have bet that happening there to Whitney Rini on that particular pass of 10.75 meters. Therefore, that means that Whitney Rini may well be missing from the podium. She's barely clinging on to a podium spot right now, as a matter of fact, with a 5th place positioning. So just looking at the leaderboard right now, it tells us the story of Allie Nicholson still in the lead with 4 at 39.5 off. She is still in the lead and with 1 skier remaining to compete. That skier is none other than Regina Jaquess. Current leaderboard shows that Allie Nicholson in the lead ahead of Jaimee Bull with 4 and 3.5 respectively. Vanessa Vieke on 2.5 at 10.75 meters. And Kennedy Hansen on 2. And Whitney Rini on 1. So with that score of Kennedy Hansen of 2 at 10.75 meters, that means that there is a change between last year's podium and this one. Unless something dramatically happens with our final skier. But multiple-time world champion, multiple-time world record holder, multiple-time Pan American Games champion, and has won titles all over the world, all over the place, in pretty much every major tournament there is to win. That is Regina Jaquess, opening pass, 32 off, or 13 meters. So looking at Regina Jaquess once again, just absolutely sliding that ski around the backside of each turn and just managing to get across course in a very, very tidy fashion indeed. Our last skier in the women's slalom competition. This is the final, the 8th skier final. For those of you that have just joined us, welcome indeed. We've had scores earlier on in the competition from the likes of Samantha Stadlbaur with 1.5 at 11.25 meters. Daniela Kretzschmar on 5 on 11.25 meters. That score of half at 10.75 meters from Whitney Rini, and all the scores above that point onwards have been registered into 10.75 meters, namely the 2 by Kennedy Hansen, the 2.5 by Vanessa Vieke, the 3.5 by Jaimee Bull, the lead score of 4 at 10.75 meters by Allie Nicholson, And the future score, quite possibly, courtesy of Regina Jaquess, who has run her opening 2 passes with 13 and 12 meters, respectively. All right, so now Regina Jaquess has got her work cut out for her. Literally, she has 11.25 meters or 38 off ahead of her, and she needs to score more than 4 on the pass to come afterwards. But first things first. Waiting on the time to expire, 55 seconds at each end is afforded each skier, courtesy of the zero-off system in that ski nautique towboat. Riding the good slalom ski and working her way around the good island that's closest to the town of Quincy here in Gadsden County. Here we go, folks. This now is Regina Jaquess. 11.25 meters. Good, strong entrance gate. Round number 1 and number 2. Keeping the flow going off number 3. Just trying to stay ahead of the pass here. Not letting herself get too far down course. Or do anything detrimental to her ability to run that pass. From pass to pass. There you go. That is 11.25 meters. And now is within pretty much a complete pass away of winning this title and successfully defending a crown from last season. As we look at Regina Jaquess once again from one side to the next, looking in great shape. And before we take her in to this next pass, it'll be worth looking at our previous champions, the list of previous champions right here at Lake 38. Regina Jaquess is the defending champion, of course, from 2024, and there have been a whole slew of other competitors that have won it. There you see the list. Whitney Rini in 23, Regina Jaquess 22, Jaimee Ball 21, and Regina Jaquess, the other 2 instances of this competition in 2018 and 2019. And there you also see on the sofa a brand new skier on the podium in this season, Kennedy Hansen. But we're still not done with the women's slalom event quite yet. This is Regina Jaquess. Needing more than 4 for the win. There's 1. Here comes the second. Look at her go. Takes a big hit off number 2. Round number 3. She's all over the place on number 3 and number 4. Can she make it outside 5? Yes, she can, and she takes the title. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am Slalom presented by Gadsden County. Your champion in the women's slalom is Regina Jaquess. So the top 3 looks like this. Jaimee Ball in 3rd spot with 3.5 at 10.75 meters in runner-up spot. Allie Nicholson with 4 at 10.75. And your winner with a score of 5 on that same line length of 10.75 meters or 41 or 39.5 off. Your winner once again, and for the 4th time here at Lake 38, it is Regina Jaquess. All right, we're going to bring Regina Jaquess over here, if you don't mind, toweling yourself off. Alsco has got plenty of towels for you to utilize and dry yourself off with. And but why not come on down and tell the good folks about your effort out there and winning with 5 at 10.75 meters or 39.5 off. All right, we'll try and get her here, but getting ready to go for the men's, the slalom final. Here's Adam Sedlmajer, who just sneaked his way into this men's final competition by virtue of his performance yesterday. All right, Regina, come on down. Come on in. All right, folks, my name is Tony Leifert here at the S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am, presented to you by Gadsden County. Our sponsors there, Townsend, Talquin, Nautique Boats, Good Skis, Alsco Uniforms, Atlas Tints, and KD Sports. And yeah, let me give you a microphone. How about that?
Thank you, Tony. Thank you. It's been a great tournament here. Thanks to everybody that's put this on. It's pretty amazing to do a Pro-Am and have your sister here with you skiing, and her and Kyle, my other sister, on the shoreline. So thank you to everybody that's put this tournament on. It's a really cool tournament. If ever you can come and ski the record tournament and be out here for the pro part, it's a really special event.
All right. So what was your approach going out there? Because you obviously didn't need to ski your max to take the win, or did you?
No, I mean, it was make sure you get 5 and go from there. But, you know, it was a little sore today, but from the 2 rounds yesterday, I should be a little bit more in shape. But, no, it felt nice out there. The Nautique was great. I just, you know, wanted to make sure I got the the piece of 5 ball to take the win home. That's what today was about.
All right, then. So what happens from here on out? I mean, I'm sure you've got a whole bunch of other tournaments this season, although in recent times you've kind of strayed away from competing in Europe.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have that full-time job.
That job.
I have Emerald Coast Compounding Pharmacy, and you know, that's gonna be priority practice, and try to keep going to as many tournaments as I can and make it happen, and keep just rocking in life. Get the job going so that you can play hard after.
Okay, the Worlds is going to be held in Italy this year. Is that in your future?
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be a great experience. We're all excited with the new release of the boat and with the new release of the Nautique to be out there in Richeto. So I'm looking forward to that and all the rest of the tournaments in between then. We've got a lot coming up. I know Europe has a lot. Hopefully we can see if I can get there and back between a Friday to Sunday time frame. I'll be able to make that. So we'll see which events I can do there, and then we'll come back to the U.S. We have California Pro-Am. We got a lot of other tournaments to go, and you know, we'll finish with the Worlds, I guess.
Indeed, indeed. All right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for her, please. The 2025 S-Lines Lake 38 Pro Championship, presented to you by Visit GadsdenCounty.com. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion once again. She gets to keep the yellow bib for one more year at least. Ladies and gentlemen, Regina Jaquess.
Thank you. Thanks for everybody watching at home, and thanks, Tony, for the nonstop talking all weekend.
Don't worry, just like you, Regina, you know, you're experienced, and the experience does come through once or twice. Okay, so well done there, Regina Jaquess. No doubt she's going to get an interview or two from WCTV, the CBS affiliate in Tallahassee, who have managed to get themselves out here and try and provide us with a little bit of coverage here on site at Lake 38, in amongst all the other stuff that they got going on in Tallahassee right now, which includes the Tallahassee Regional NCAA Baseball Championship, to which I believe for Florida State University are just one win away from making it to their own super regional, provided things go their way with the Corvallis regional, of course. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the women's portion. The men's will take place in just a moment. So make sure you grab your favorite beverage, grab your favorite seat, because we got the men's slalom coming up momentarily right here at Lake 38, the S-Lines Lake 38 Pro, presented to you by Visit Gaston County. All that to come right after this.
Score big with Alsco uniforms, the ultimate game changer for your team's image. Dress your employees for success with our Game Ready Uniform Management Program. Our hygienically clean uniform laundry and deliveries ensure your team steps out onto the court looking sharp, from the maintenance crew to the kitchen crew to the mop crew. Alsco Uniforms has performance workwear for every player in your business. Let us show you why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniforms. Call us today.
Imagine a pond where every ripple reflects perfection, a haven where nature's true colors shine. At Atlas Tints, we bring that vision to life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes transform water features into vibrant, living masterpieces, enhancing beauty while remaining 100% safe for aquatic life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes are designed to transform your water feature with exceptional clarity and vibrancy, all while protecting the delicate balance of your aquatic ecosystem. Atlas Tints isn't just about color, it's about clarity, innovation, and honoring nature's beauty with every drop. Atlas Tints, pure color, pure quality, pure innovation. Thank you for choosing Atlas Tints. Imagine a pond where every ripple reflects perfection, a haven where nature's true colors shine. At Atlas Tints, we bring that vision to life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes transform water features into vibrant, living masterpieces, enhancing beauty while remaining 100% safe for aquatic life. Our signature range of dyes includes Blue Defender. Infuse your pond with a clear, refreshing blue that brings a sense of calm and clarity. Midnight Mirage. Embrace a bold, deep hue that creates dramatic, sophisticated contrast. Green Shield. Enhance your pond's natural allure with a rich, harmonious green that perfectly complements nature. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes are designed to transform your water feature with exceptional clarity and vibrancy, all while protecting the delicate balance of your aquatic ecosystem. What sets us apart? Superior concentration for intense, long-lasting color. And because we know that time is as valuable as quality, we back our products with instant service, competitive pricing, and rapid dispatch. From your first inquiry to the moment your order arrives, Atlas Tints is with you every step of the way. Atlas Tints isn't just about color, it's about clarity, innovation, and honoring nature's beauty with every drop. Atlas Tints, pure color, pure quality, pure innovation. Thank you for choosing Atlas Tints. Imagine a pond where every ripple reflects perfection, a haven where nature's true colors shine. At Atlas Tints, we bring that vision to life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes transform water features into vibrant, living masterpieces, enhancing beauty while remaining 100% safe for aquatic life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes are designed to transform your water feature with exceptional clarity and vibrancy, all while protecting the delicate balance of your aquatic ecosystem. Atlas Tints isn't just about color,
then, folks,
it's about clarity, innovation, and honoring nature's beauty with every drop. Atlas
Here at
Tints,
Lake 38,
pure
our
color,
men's slalom
pure quality,
is about
pure
to go
innovation.
off in this
Thank you for
beautiful
choosing
lake,
Atlas
which
Tints.
has been
Score big
treated
with
with
Alsco
Atlas
uniforms, the ultimate game
You can find
changer
out
for
more
your
by going
team's
to
image. Dress your
atlastints.com.
employees for success with our Game Ready
atlastints.com is the
Uniform
place to
Management
go
Program.
to
Our
find out
hygienical
more
clean
about
uniform
the,
laundry and
the
deliveries
Atlas
ensure
Tints
your
system.
team steps out onto the court looking
Currently,
sharp. From the
they
maintenance crew
stock
to the kitchen crew
the
to the
Blue
mop crew.
Defender right
Alsco
now,
Uniforms has
but they
performance
are
workwear
working
for
on
every
other
player in your
colors
business. Let us
of
show you
lake
why
dye
it pays to keep
to
clean
use in the
with
lake,
Alsco Uniforms.
in the lakes of your
Call us
choice.
today. Score big with Alsco Uniforms.
And with that, let's have a look and see our first competitor in this men's slalom final. Coming to us out of Czechia, this now is Adam Sedlmajer, who resides these days in Central Florida, where he works for a signage company, as he has done for several years now. Former world overall champion, former European men's slalom champion from way back in 2011. And certainly as an overall skier of any kind of muster, being able to have an effective ability in all three events is critical. But there's always one event that stands out for each overall competitor, and for Adam Sedlmajer, it does tend to swing towards the slalom event. So there we go. Looking good on pass number one. we'll see what he can do on pass number 2. His second pass is going to come back, and it is going to be 35 off or 12 meters. Here at the Lake 38 Pro-Am, presented to you by Visit Gadsden County. All right, here we go. Boat accelerating up to speed. Instead of 55K, it is now 58K, which is the equivalent of 36 miles an hour. A good stout pullout for Adam Sedlmajer. This is 35 off. Nice little turn there on number 2, staying well ahead of the game here. In great shape and gets that one to go. Nicely done, Adam Sedlmajer. All right, looking at Adam Sedlmajer once again with his second pass. Second pass being 35 off. Not looking too bad here at this S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am. Presented to you by Visit Gadsden County. And brought to you by Alsco Uniforms, Good Skis, Atlas Tint, KD Sports, Nautique Boats, Townsend Building Supply, Talquin Portable Restrooms, among our many sponsors that have provided vital support for this event. And we see Adam Sedlmajer from Czechia at 11.25 meters or 38 off. Nicely done. Just has a really good stack position through the wakes. Very quick to achieve that position to make sure that he's got a good angle across the back of the boat and is early enough to serve up some sublime turns from one side to the next. That is Adam Sedlmajer.
I get ready to say that. We go.
All right then, folks. We still have Adam Sedlmajer out on the water as he makes the turn around the Havana Island here in Gadsden County. The other end is the Quincy end. Right here off Port Milligan Road, the road that links the two. 39.5 off, 10.75 meters. Not getting the best of starts, I'm afraid, but he's round number 3, and that's all he's going to get from that effort. A 3 buoy count at 10.75 meters. Not even close to the score that he produced yesterday, but setting the target for our remaining skiers to follow in round number 3. This is Adam Sedlmajer with a score of 3 at 10.75 meters.
Got you covered.
All right, so one skier down, 7 more to go. The first of those remaining skiers is going to be representing Sweden here, and it is going to be Tim Tornquist.
Okay, we've got Tim at 13. All right, here we go.
Here we go, rocking and rolling in towards the course. Behind that Nautique towboat, this now is Tim Tornquist. Taking a good hard snap from one side of the course to the next. Rocking and rolling, 32 off or 30 meters, and gets that pass to go. Nicely done. He'll now pull out towards the Havana end of this course. He'll sink in and get ready for the next run. All right, there you go. That is Adam Sedlmajer. Actually, Tim Tornquist, we've just seen Adam Sedlmajer compete as our first competitor off the dock and gets free at 10.75 meters. And chasing that score down is Tim Tornquist out of Sweden. All right, 55 seconds about to expire around about now as the line tightens up, and we'll get Tim Tornquist back out onto the water and making his way around the Havana Island. Setting himself up well. Pass number 2. This is Tim Tornquist. In good shape for the most part. Tim Tornquist running this past as he normally does, with sublime style and accuracy on each turn, and keeps himself well ahead of the game. 55 seconds starts from now as he drops into the water and gets ready for pass number 3. All right then, let's rock and roll. We've got Tim Tornquist pass number 3, 11.25 meters. Accelerating up to speed as the boat straightens up, 36 miles an hour now. Good hit off number 1, round number 2. Little flat-footed in places, but he has more than enough strength and technical ability to make this pass happen, and he does. Turning in and dropping into the water after successfully running through 38 off. No worries there for him. Good start off the first couple of buoys, the first third of the course, and into the halfway point. He is already ahead of the game. keeping his chest up and the hips forward, just providing him with the very best position possible to resist the pull of that Nautique towboat. He's in very good shape at this point in the proceedings, Tim Tornquist. Slicing and dicing from one side to the other. And looking strong as we take a look at him around the Havana Island down that drop area as the 55 seconds of time has expired. There you go, working his way towards the course, a good solid pull out. Now 39.5 off. No one has cleared this pass quite yet in this final. Let's see if Tim Tornquist becomes the first, and unfortunately will not be holding that distinction. Scoring 2.5, 2 1/2. Just looked a little bit hurried off the first couple of buoys and was in no position to continue on to pass number 3. That is going to be 2 1/2, 2 1/2 at 10.75 meters. That puts him half a buoy behind Adam Sedlmajer, who scores 3. So Adam Sedlmajer ends up moving up one spot from his position going into this final round of 8th to 7th, but I'm sure that that won't bother him too much in retrospect. And speaking about Adam Sedlmajer, here he is.
Hello.
Hello there, Adam. How you doing?
Hello there. My favorite line from all the Star Wars movies.
Which was?
Well, hello there.
Oh, okay.
Star Wars, not a big Star Wars fan?
I've seen a few of them, but just not the complete compendium.
Well, you just lost a couple points in my book, but
I didn't know I had any points in your book.
you got plenty. You know, you're doing a great job, and yeah, thanks for everything that you do, and we certainly appreciate it. It wouldn't be the same without you, Tony.
Well, I don't know how to respond to that, but there you go. This is Cole McCormick at 32 off 30 meters now. He was on his way out of this top 8 men's slalom final, but for his performance in the second round to bring himself back into contention. And we'll see what he can do. He's certainly got the goods out there. He was the 2024 men's Masters Slalom champion last season at Callaway Gardens in Pine Mountain, Georgia for his first ever pro win, and chasing his second ever pro win right here at Lake 38.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great finals lineup, Tony. I feel like every single guy on the dock and waiting their turn has something to prove. So, you know, it's certainly going to be very exciting.
Speaking of which, who do we have in the final? I mean, we've had you, we've had Tim Tornquist, we have got Cole McCormick right now. What about Daniel Advarco?
Yeah, my boy's in the mix, back in the mix. You know, taking a couple years of hiatus. You know, he ripped his hands, but he's definitely excited, and you know he's going to put up a show. But
yeah, I can tell he tore up his hands. I saw that tape job that he has on.
Yeah, it looked like 3.5 rolls worth of athletic tape. I mean, I don't know how he can put the glove over it, but hey.
And because of the tariffs, it's about 3 times more expensive now.
Yeah, that's right. Let's not get all political over here, Tony.
Well, I'm just throwing that one out there.
I mean, it's a good observation. While we have Cole coming back at 35.
There you go. There's Cole McCormick, 35 off 12 meters.
And as I mentioned earlier, you know, everybody having something to prove here. Cole obviously winning the Masters last year, doing a good job making it into the finals this year, being top seed and running 3, which was just enough to get him in. And he obviously wanted to do much better in the finals. So he's out for vengeance, and we'll see what he can get the next couple passes.
All right, so that's Cole McCormick. We spoke about Daniel Advarco, who's coming up next. And what about this character, Adam Caldwell, to come off the dock afterwards?
Yeah, like I said, when Adam comes out, he never holds back. So he wants to be, in the finals, on the podium, on a top step, and he just goes for it. So that's definitely another one to look out for. And I feel like I'll be sounding like a broken radio. I mean, every one of these guys just have something going on.
What about Roberto de Hazelwood?
I mean, he's got that yellow bib, that certainly comes with a little bit of an extra pressure. I mean, winning back-to-back would be huge, and he's been very successful at this tournament over the last few years, consistently on the podium. So another one, that has a big favorite.
And Dane Meckler and Freddy Winter round off the finalists as we see Cole McCormick come into the course 11.25 meters. We'll take a deep dive into those remaining two competitors in just a moment. But let's have a look at 38 off 11.25 meters. I'll look at this. There's number 3 and number 4. A little bit flat-footed on 5, which meant that the ski went more down course than across course, but he's still able to pull it back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to seeing Cole getting through 38, a little bit earlier, a little bit smoother, but hey, he's just going to shake it off and turn it up a notch here at 39 and just start over.
Indeed. So Cole McCormick, nice turn there on number 3. Rolled the handle up a little bit high, which meant that the ski ended up going down course rather than across. A little bit anyway, but nothing he couldn't really handle. So that was 11.25 meters. Now, I was about to mention Dane Meckler and Freddy Winter, two distinctly different styles and ways of getting from one end of the course to the next.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Dane obviously having that huge win at the end of last year, made it into the Masters qualifier, made it into the finals. We'll just stop at that because I know the finals did not go his way at all. So he's here just again trying to pick up that momentum that he had before Masters final. And then, I mean, Freddy is just a story on its own, right? Huge Masters win, coming back from an injury, running that 41 off in the first round. I mean, Freddy's on a mission, and the results out there just prove it.
And so too on a mission is Cole McCormick. Oh, look at that turn off number 2. He is across course. Look at him go. Round number 3 and number 4. A little bit high-sided on number 4, but managed to go round 5 and number 6. Look at this.
There you go.
He's about to attempt 41 off, 10.25 meters.
That's more like it. That looks like Cole.
So his best score, 2.5 at 10.25 meters here from the previous round to this one. So not the first time that we've seen him run through 10.75 meters by any means, but to run it in the final and to take the lead at this point in the proceedings, that is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this tournament, just like any other, running 39 is pretty much given, right? If you want to compete for a top spot, it's just got to be like any other pass. And, at 41, that's where things start to kind of get a little shaky and half a buoys, quarter buoys start to come in play. So it will be very interesting to see. It's worth mentioning that Cole's taking it here from this end. I'm pretty sure we'll see a bunch of other guys maybe try to take it from the other end, just the way the setups are.
Good.
But I think maybe he wanted to get that 39, make sure he got through that, and then he's just going to commit here at the gate and make the best out of it.
All right, and I'm sure that he has members of his family watching on the webcast right now, in particular Jesse, who is expecting their first child in the latter portion of July. let's see what he's got. Round number 2, and unfortunately unable to get much past that. So 2 at 41 off, 2 at 10.25 meters, a pretty decent score, but it does open the door for anyone who can get past number 2 and make an approach on 3.
Man, what a bummer. I mean, that was a good gate, good one, and just looked like he kind of stalled or stopped his momentum around 2 and wasn't able to get through it. But what a start. That's gonna...
One was so good.
That's gonna be something that will hurt for a while there.
Both literally and figuratively. So we're looking at the men's finalists, the scores that we've seen so far. Cole McCormick in the lead with 2 at 41 off, 10.25 meters. Adam Sedlmajer, yourself, with halfway down 10.75 meters, and Tim Tornquist on 2.5, the fifth 3 skiers that we have seen so far. Makes his way around the Havana Island and makes his way back to the dock.
Is that what you officially named it, a Havana Island?
Yeah.
Right.
Because Havana's that way.
Okay.
And Quincy's the other way.
Understood. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. What would you name the island then if it wasn't Havana?
You know, I really never thought about that. So maybe give me a minute and put my thoughts together. But yeah. Oh.
Well, one of them's the good island because it's festooned with good banners on it.
Well, I think that Rick is the boss. So if he says that both of the islands are good islands, we better stick to it.
Okay. Well, you ski on a good slalom ski anyway, so I can see.
Works for me.
That. Yeah, it works for you. Of course it does. All right. So, actually, what ski are you riding these days? You are still riding on the good, but what model is it now?
Yeah, I'm one on 9970. Spent 1.5 to 2 years on an XDR. Just was trying kind of a couple different things, but switched to 9970 middle of the last season. Yeah, liking it a lot actually. Wish I skied a little bit better. I mean, the scores don't really speak to itself, but you know, we'll do better.
You know, because, and I mean, let's talk about that a little bit, because everyone has like performance targets. You know, they love to be able to get through 41 off 10.25 meters into 975, but there's a process and a means of getting there. And, you know, I actually listened to a podcast with Trent Finlayson and Matt Rini a little while ago, and they talk about the difference between the performance goal and the process goal.
I have not heard that episode, but yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more, right? Kind of, to me, it's all about the confidence and sort of trusting your abilities, right? When you're, you know, and for me, that stems from kind of missing out on a couple tournaments and not really being confident. You know, you're starting to doubt yourself, and then you start, you know, making mistakes. So yeah, it just takes a while to get your confidence back and ski your way through it. And you know, hopefully I'll be able to get to a spot where 39 is just like any other pass, just how it used to be a couple years ago, and we'll just take it from there.
And a bit like Daniel Odvarko, another skier from Czechia on the water right now, and yeah, just basically to boil down what the difference is between the two, the process and the performance goal. The process goal would be actually learning how to run these deep short line passes smoother and easier to actually achieve a goal of smoothness and better technique, rather than actually shoot for a goal that you may only reach on like a couple of occasions if you're lucky. No, you just try and build yourself up.
I might get this podcast added to my library and you know, do a little bit of listening along with some soul searching on the way back to Orlando.
Yeah, you've got plenty of time between here in Central Florida to listen to a podcast or two, or why not listen to the TWBC podcast? I spoke to Freddy Winter about the day before yesterday about his.
Yeah, I think I'll be listening to Coco Melon and Minecraft movies, so I think we've got our playlist figured out, but
all right,
maybe Luca will give in, we'll see.
or it might end up being something that Luca can fall asleep with.
There you go. We gotta get them started young. You know, they started skiing this year. I'm very impressed actually with Zane, Whitney's son. You know, he's got his own Instagram handle. He's skied on one ski.
He does dock starts on a slalom ski.
Slides and you know, backs. I mean, that guy is on fire, and I think he's right around Luca's age. So we're lagging behind, but Matt and Whitney will catch up, and we're coming after you.
It's just a remarkable skier. Zane Macklin is the handle for his Instagram account.
Yeah, always good to see, you know, just the pure fun and joy of it. You know, that's really something to strive for.
Indeed, and someone who's also trying to get the fun back out of his back into his skiing is Daniel Odvarko from Czechia.
Oh, listen, I spent the night with him. I think he's having a blast.
Yeah, he is.
You know, he keeps saying that he keeps surprising himself, but I keep telling him, dude, you actually look really good. Just keep it going, you know. And so he's got that momentum. I'm really excited to watch him ski here the next few passes, and hopefully he can keep it going.
And I believe he has podiumed in the European Championships in the past. I think he might have already won a title in one of these past seasons, right?
Oh, yeah. He definitely is a European champion. I know definitely once, maybe twice. A little embarrassing that I don't know that for a fact, but yeah.
Here he comes, 38 off, 11.25 meters, and you know he's run these passes pretty smoothly up to this point, you know, and so smooth that we can actually have a conversation and not spend all of it picking his technique apart.
Yeah, you know, he was a little smoother yesterday, but you know, he had mentioned it, and I know he mentioned
2013 and 2015.
Freddy knows.
Yeah, Freddy knows. Yeah, I think he was on the receiving end of both of them.
I think it's still a little bit of a sore subject, so let's just not.
At least so far as Freddy is concerned. I mean, we can talk about it all we want.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, back to Danny. You know, I know he's tired. He said he skis more this weekend than he has over the last month or so, and you know, we were talking about him taping the hand and ripping his hand open. I mean, you know, it's something that you just have to manage, but it certainly is an inconvenience. So, you know, we'll see how he can deal with it here.
Mm-hmm. So Daniel Odvarko getting ready for the next pass. He went through 13, 12, that was 11. Coming back is 10.75 meters. And in the round previous to this one, Daniel Odvarko scored actually two at 10.25 meters in round one, and one in the second round as well. So he's looking for something a little bit higher now.
Come on, Danny. Gate crucial over here.
There's one. There's two. Oh, look at this. He's set up for three. Look at him go.
Keep going, buddy.
This is 10.75 meters.
I think he's got it in the bag.
Yeah, 10.75 meters. Yeah, all the way through the exit gates. Ha-ha!
Did I see him do a two-handed turn 39 yesterday?
I think he did.
Oh, that's pretty impressive, right?
He's known for a little bit of trickeration like that.
And when we were growing up, I think I saw him do it at a tournament back in Czech Republic, actually fall. So,
yeah, I did that once in the European U17 Championships in the first round. I still actually managed to qualify for the finals as #1 seed.
Wow, that's you know, that's brave to do it on the big European tournament. I'm talking about backyard tournaments in Danny's case, but
yeah, I ended up getting whooped by Richard Shaylander.
I mean, trying to come up with something smart to say, but
yeah, it was great at the time, but no, kind of wish I could go back and actually ski a little bit better in the final at that European U17s, which took place over at Hazelwood Ski World in Lincoln that season. I think that was, what was it, 1987.
Yeah, that's cool. I also have a couple tournaments I wish I could go back and ski a little bit better. Probably more than I have fingers on my hands, but you know, oh well.
All right, here we go. Daniel Odvarko. The leader is 2. This pass gets round 1 and cannot make a play on number 2, which means that McCormick is still in the lead with 2 at 10.25 meters, and Daniel Odvarko with 1. That puts him in second spot right now. So only 2 people have run at 10.75 thus far. One of them has been McCormick with the lead of 2. The other being Daniel Odvarko with a current second place slot with 1.
What a bummer. I think Danny ran out of steam there a little bit, but wow, still impressive ski, and I know that he's probably a little bit upset right now.
He doesn't improve upon his previous round score, but he does improve upon his previous round position because other skiers have come up with less of a score than what they did in that round. So he does move up, I believe, 1 or 2 spots at the moment. So here we go. McCormick with 2 at 10.25. Daniel Odvarko 1 at 10.25.
So worst case, he's going to be 5th, right? No, 6th.
Yeah, worst case scenario right there. Getting a lift back to home base as we now get ready for our next skier. It is going to be Mr. Entertainment himself, Adam Caldwell.
Mr. Entertainment, huh?
Yep.
It will be interesting to see what color rope Adam will decide to ski behind.
Now, don't forget, he's the only one who's opted up in this competition, not once, but twice.
Yeah, I mean, there's a method to it, right? He probably likes the other end better. I saw him...
Or he just likes going in at 32 off, but hates coming back at 35.
13.
I honestly think it's probably about the setup and having a 41 coming back. And maybe he was thinking that we'll have to start 35 in the finals and might as well practice it that way yesterday. But yeah, I think that we're going to be if I was a betting man, I would bet there's going to be an up-down.
Yeah, that reminds me of a little gag out there, you know. I mean, if I was a monk, maybe I'd be a Tibetan man.
That's funny. Listen.
Here we go. This is Adam Caldwell.
You are talking to a Czech guy. It takes me a little bit to comprehend these jokes, you know.
Check it out.
Check it out. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I saw Adam kind of tugging and pulling on both of the ropes, the gray and white. And I would have to go back and rewatch yesterday's broadcast, but I think he was keen on gray and opted to go with white today, which is slightly stiffer.
Yeah, closer to another brand of ski lines that some of our other skiers tend to use.
Yeah, and I actually did the same, and it's just something that it was definitely more familiar. So it will be interesting to see here if it makes a difference with Adam's strategy and the way he skis.
Well, we're going to wait for the line leg shortening to come through that information on my headphones right now. But let's examine the S lines for a second here at the Lake 38 ProAm presented to you by Gadsden County. Now, I actually got to visit with Scott over there at his booth. He's got some KD skis over there, trick skis and slalom skis, but he's also got some brand new edition ropes, fully customizable. I mean, if you want a mid loop to be sewn into your line, he can do that for you. Especially if you're working on line lengths between like 12 meters and 11 and 11, 10, 7, 5. You know, having that mid loop does have some well documentable benefits. and you can check it out with S-Lines. And they also launched a new elliptical handle as well. That's something you got to try. Here we go, 11.25 meters. We speculated that he would opt up, and he has done for the third consecutive time. Oh, look at him go. He is bouncing around all over the place. He is still upright at 11.25 meters.
He could not get his 2 and 4 going there. Hey, that was crazy.
And I tell you what, this is someone who does like to tinker a little bit with his ski and his setup to try and get the very best that he can. And you know, he has the ability to do that because he only knows one way to ski, and that is flat out. He's not like changing his ski setup, his fin setup to accommodate maybe him going a little bit less than 100%, because he always goes 100%, you know. So I mean, that kind of takes the complexity out of the whole method of changing your fin, moving it forward, moving it up and down, wing angle, and all of that stuff.
I can't find it. All right, we're getting some background information here. Looks like he's going to switch his letter for this next pass.
Which you can do, because many years ago you were set with one letter and number, and that was it. You had to go throughout the complete set, not being able to change. But you can do it now, and you've been able to do that for like the last 2 to 3 seasons now.
It will be interesting what the end result of that will be, if it makes a difference. I mean, 39, you know.
Do you reckon you can identify by the engine sound and how it comes on what letter change he's made?
As far as listening from here, or when
yeah, from here.
No. That does look better, though.
It's a plus letter. Okay, we're surmising at this point. The director of this webcast, my good friend Mr. Kelvin Kelm, who's not only experienced here in terms of broadcasting these events during the course of the season, he is also an AWSA boat driver as well. So he does listen out a little bit for the boat engine noise whenever it comes on, and how intense it does come on. And
I mean, that's 100% accurate, right? If you're driving, you can change it. Response to the ski. But standing here on the dock, watching Adam ski.
Okay, but having said all that, though, he's gone through, what is it, 32, 38? 39. He's gone through 39. So now it's 41 or 10.25 meters. He's now going to have a crack at the lead. And, well, it's going to be game on, because the last 2 rounds he skied inside number 3, right? And we were figuring, okay, if you're going to make an aerial edge change into number 3, now would be the time to do it.
Yeah, I mean, Adam's lefty, right? So, I mean, he's got a great 1 ball. He's been having issues getting through 2 balls. So it will be interesting to see what the different ladder, different rope and everything, if it comes together, and he'll be able to get a tight line out of 2.
Oh, good start on number 1. Round number 2. Oh, no, not flat-footed on number 2 again. So it's going to be 1.5 buoys there for Adam Caldwell at 41 off, 10.25 meters.
Still an impressive skiing, right? I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Huge improvements through the different passes. I mean, 39 looked like a best pass. He was connected, and kept
Yeah.
the momentum moving, and and unfortunately just kind of wasn't able to keep it going here at the 2-ball.
But the one good thing that I can probably glean from this is that it was the same mistake that he's made all 3 rounds. I mean, he just didn't have the line. The handle went up high and to the outside. But if he could correct that, then everything else will fall into place.
Yeah, and I mean, then he's coming into his good side, right? So, then he's off to the races.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean,
glass half full. I mean, it's one of the few tournaments that he skied in this season. So, but that's put him in second spot right now, ahead of Daniel Advarco. Daniel Advarco on 1, Adam Caldwell on 1.5, and Cole McCormick on 2. All of them at 10.25 meters, or 41 off.
So far, I'm the only one failing. Have fun, Rob.
All right, now we're coming down to our final third of the list. We're going to see Dane Meckler and Freddy Winter take to the water in a few minutes, but before them, it's Robert Hazelwood, the defending champion from last season's 2024 S-Lines Lake 38 Pro, presented to you by Visit Gadsden County. All right there, Adam. Thanks a lot for being here and availing yourself of your talents and your analytical knowledge.
Yeah, thanks for giving me the opportunity. I'll let you take the audience through the last 3 guys. I don't want to ruin it for you guys with my nonsense. So sit back, listen to Tony, and enjoy.
Oh, you sell yourself short. You sell yourself way short. It's not nonsense. Not even complete nonsense. All right, then, here we go. Rob Hazelwood, 32 off. 30 meters. There you go. It's a 6 buoy count and not bad at all. Robert Hazelwood skiing with the yellow bib, the maillot jaune. Looking good, Rob Hazelwood on the opening pass. Now the opening 2 passes, a chance for each competitor to get into somewhat of a groove going forwards. All right, to Rob Hazelwood, winning this tournament last season, his first pro win, and one of a whole slew of competitors who last season achieved their maiden victories. Skiers like Lucas Cornell and Cole McCormick, 2 that I can name right off the bat. Joining those skiers, Rob Hazelwood. Dane Meckler also registering his maiden pro win last season at the Mastercraft Pro. Question is, who will be winning their first ever pro title during the course of this season? With so many achieving that distinction last season, it could be few and far between, or might there be a new competitor that's yet to emerge as champion of one of these water ski pro tour stops? For those of you that want to know a little bit about the Water Ski Pro Tour, you can go to waterskiprotour.com. You can see the entire list of tournaments that will be taking place during the course of this season. You can also go to that webpage as well Normally within 24 hours of the completion of a Water Ski Pro Tour stop, there is an abbreviated highlights package that is uploaded to that site via YouTube, and so check those highlights out at the end of each tournament weekend. WaterSkiProTour.com.
Okay, here we go.
All right, approaching the course here and now, Robert Hazelwood. This now is 11.25 meters. A skier who comes to us originally from Lincoln in England, from the county of Lincolnshire. Rob Hazelwood, who comes to us out of a water ski dynasty. And I'd say that with no amount of hyperbole whatsoever. Robert Hazelwood, member of a family that consists of some great athletes, likes of Tim and the famous Mike Hazelwood, or Will Asher, a member of that family as well. And I'm sure that Rob Hazelwood is being watched by his folks, George and Flo Hazelwood, right now over there in Lincoln in their little home over there by the lakeside of Hazelwood Ski World. I'm sure that Rob Hazelwood will be paying his home digs a visit sometime during the course of the European section of the Water Ski Pro Tour. And the majority of our skiers that we see here at this Water Ski Pro Tour stop will be making their way to Europe sometime in the middle of this upcoming week, and we certainly wish every single one of them the very best of travels. Travel safe. Here we go. This is Rob Hazelwood. With that yellow bib, looking good. Good pull-out, 10.75 meters. Gets a good start on buoy number 1. Round number 2. He won this title last season. Could he be in a position to defend this season? There's number 4. There's number 5. Looking in go. And 6 at 10.75 for Rob Hazelwood. This competition being brought to you by Alsco Uniforms, Atlas Tints, KD Sports, Good Water Skis, Nautique Boats, Townsend Building Supply, Talquin Portable Restrooms. This is part of the Water Ski Pro Tour. This is the S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am, presented to you by visitgadsdencounty.com. And also, if you are interested in purchasing merchandise celebrating this tournament, you can do it one of two ways. You can either come to the booth here for Splash Threads right next to the 7th buoy, or you can order it online by going to splashthreads.com. Splashthreads.com. Check them out and order up your Lake 38 merchandise with great pieces of apparel, hats, t-shirts, sun shirts, the whole bit. I was mentioning Atlas Tints just a few minutes ago, and they are here. Tony Ferrero, the president of Atlas Tints, that has only been in business since January, but has already received a remarkable amount of orders for their lake coloring system. This is Blue Defender that's being used in this facility right here at Lake 38, and it's done a fantastic job. AtlasTint.com, check them out. There's number 1. Round number 2, does he get round number 2? Yes, he does. Does he make a play on 3? He tries to sell us on it, and we'll see if the judges will buy. So let's have a look. There's 1. There's number 2. Does he make it outside buoy number 3? Oh, that's hard. That's a hard one to tell. We're going to have to look at a more conclusive view from inside the boat. Now, let's see if we can slow this down for number 2. Looks like he is inside on buoy number 3, which means that he is tied with Cole McCormick for the lead right now. If that does come through as a 2-buoy score for Robert Hazelwood, that would mean that he's tied for the lead and could go into a runoff situation if those scores are not successfully challenged by the remaining 2 athletes on the dock. So Rob Hazelwood confirmed as a tie with Cole McCormick with 2 at 10.25 meters. All right, so Rob Hazelwood back at the dock, knowing that he has a 2 at 10.25 meters, but is that going to be enough to force a runoff situation between himself and Cole McCormick, or maybe someone else in addition to that? We will find out in a few minutes, and we will start to answer that question as we get ready for our next competitor. A skier that rides the Good slalom ski is about to make his way on top of the water and round the Good Island. The skier's name concerned, who won his maiden Pro Tour victory last season at the Mastercraft Pro. His name is Dane Meckler.
Okay, we've got Dane at 12. 12 meters green for Dane. Blue. It's blue. But 12.
So I'm sure that the Cole McCormick has his equipment on stem. Oh, it's a 12-meter start for Dane Meckler. He's trying to put 38 off into the second pass, but he is going a slightly different way of doing it as compared to Adam Caldwell. Adam Caldwell decided to invoke the opt-up to go at 11.25 meters on the second pass, but Dane Meckler goes the simpler way of just starting 1 length shorter. There you go, 35 off 12 meters, nicely done. Sinks into the water and takes his foot out the back binding at the same time. He's pretty much well known for doing that. But it's a beautifully executed pass there on his opener. Dane Meckler, originally out of Ohio, not too far outside the huge city of Cincinnati. He's traveled plenty before setting up roots in Central Florida along with his wife and their youngest. Nicely done with that S-Lines ski rope. Getting the job done here at the S-Lines Lake 38 Pro, presented to you by Gadsden County. And the Gadsden County, a whole world of adventure awaits for you out there. So While I encourage you to visit Gadsden County, keep your eye on what's happening on the water as it stands right now. We have got Dane Meckler. Look at him go. There's 4, there's 5, and there is number 6 there for Dane Meckler at 11.25 meters. Little bit of a breeze blowing. It's a tailwind on the even numbered passes, pass number 2 and 4, and however deep he goes from that point onwards. So he'll be skiing a little bit into the wind on 10.75 meters, which is the next pass for Dane Meckler. Right here in the middle of Gadsden County, a small county with a big heart. All right, continuing to rock our way along.
Here we go. Yeah.
Here we go. This is Dane Meckler now, 10.75 meters. Needs a good start and gets it. First couple of buoys, first half of the course, looking good so far. Round number 4, waiting on that buoy. And number 5, a little bit on the rear of the ski, but manages to hold on to that. It's a 6 buoy count. It's 10.75 meters. It is Dane Meckler. All right, looking at Dane Meckler as he continues to work his way through. No doubt garnering the full attention of you folks out there watching on the webcast. By contrast, not only do we have some folks here watching the skiing, but they're also keeping an eye on what's going on with the Tallahassee Regional, the elimination game between Mississippi State and Northeastern to determine their opponent in the regional Tallahassee Regional Final later on tonight. Here we go. This is Dane Meckler. This is 41 off, 10.2. Oh, does he get round number 2? I don't think he does. All right, we'll have a look at this again. This is our most telling view, straight on almost from the tower, getting broken over. Yeah, he got the ski outside buoy number 2, so now we have a 3-way tie for first place right now between Cole McCormick, Rob Hazelwood, and now Dane Meckler. All right, as we continue to roll our way down towards the concluding action here at this competition, the S-Lines Lake 38 ProAm presented by Visit Gadsden County. I can tell you right now, we have a three-way tie for the lead, all of them on 2 at 10.25 meters. They currently tie for the lead. One skier remains to determine potentially the destiny of this title. The Lake 38 Pro-Am, presented to you by Visit Gadsden County. That skier is none other than Freddy Winter, who achieved the maximum score in each of the last 2 rounds. Yeah, we got a little bit of a technical delay taking place right now before we send Freddy Winter out there on the water with his opening pass, which I surmise is going to be at 32 off. He could potentially go in at 35 off, much like Dane Meckler. We'll find out which one of the 2 line lengths he elects to go with. All right then, folks, this competition, which is brought to you by Alsco Uniforms, Atlas Tint, Nautique Towboats, Townsend Building Supply, Talquin, Portable Restrooms, Good Water Skis, KD Sports. This is the S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am, brought to you by visitgadsdencounty.com. 1 skier remains. All right, so let me try and bring you up to speed with potential scenario as it plays out here. Rob Hazelwood, Colin McCormick, and now Dane Meckler all are currently tying with the lead with 2 at 41 off, 2 at 10.25 meters. If our final skier does not exceed that score, 1 or 2 scenarios can come into play. If he ties that score, then there is a 4-way runoff for the win. If he scores less than 2, then there will be a 3-way runoff for the win. But if he prevails and scores more than 2 at 10.25 meters, then he will win. And from there, it becomes a tie-break situation to determine 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. There is your current leaderboard right now. 3-way tie, Dane Meckler, Rob Hazelwood, and Cole McCormick.
I mean, I don't want him sitting there forever in the water. Like, that's not fair to him, you know.
A Nautique towboat just easing its way back towards the dock and is going to be picking up Freddy Winter very, very soon. Current time here is 20 minutes past 3 in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time. In this county, in Gadsden County, Florida, the first of our counties in the western portion of the Panhandle that is within the Eastern Time Zone.
I mean, that's the only thing we can do. Give him the time. Yeah.
We would turn the engine off on the break them veer off with. I mean the sure pass.
Well.
All right, a little bit of time to tell you about the various experiences that you can have in Gadsden County. Historic towns such as Chattahoochee, the world famous river that bisects this area of the country. Chattahoochee is located on a high bluff overlooking the Apalachicola River and Lake Seminole. Narrow scenic neighborhood roads dip and curve, reaching the Apalachicola River. The Apalachicola runs from Chattahoochee to the Gulf of Mexico and yields catfish, bream, bass, and mullet. Yes, indeed, it sounds like a fisherman's paradise. Wouldn't you agree? River Road Scenic Drive offers a view of Lake Seminole and rural North Florida landscape as it runs along State Road 271. Chattahoochee is a favorite stop for outdoor enthusiasts, whether they're fishermen, hikers, kayakers, birders, or wildlife watchers. And that's all part of the experience that you can have when you find out more about Gadsden County, Florida, by going to their website. Visit gadsdencounty.com. All right, our towboat has made its way back towards the dock. Freddy Winter, ever eager to get this done. He is in the water already, and he's just waiting for the Red Baron, the resplendent all-red Nautique towboat. Could this be the last passes that we will see that towboat pull in competitive action? It's been used on several occasions prior, last year's tournament and the tournament season before. But with the advent of the brand new Ski Nautique towboat, could we be seeing the very last tournament action at this level from that Red Baron? Let's have a look and see. Freddy Winter, opening run. This is a 32 off or 30 meters. Not looking bad, though. Opening run. Nicely done. Opening run, 30 meters, 32 off. Drops in at the Havana Island. And getting ready to rock the roost with the next pass, which is 35 off, 12 meters. Yep, absolutely. No two ways about his effort there at 32 off or 30 meters. The current U.S. Masters free slalom champion. 3 times he's won that title. That title in total. Hopefully I got the words out right, but you know what I mean, of course. Winning his most recent Masters title under emotional circumstances last weekend over in Callaway Gardens, and he details a lot of what happened approaching that event, and also after the event on the TWBC podcast episode. You can check that out by going to Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else you choose to listen to your podcast. Check out the TWBC podcast with the latest episode featuring Freddy Winter.
Sure path just went blank, so.
All right, so
35, let's go.
What is the situation we have here? Let me get you up to date. We have a 3-way tie for the lead right now between Dane Meckler, Rob Hazelwood, and Cole McCormick, all on 2. If this skier scores less than that score, then it goes into a 3-way runoff. If this skier scores exactly 2, then we go into a 4-way runoff. And if this skier comes through with more than 2, then we have a new singular champion, courtesy of Freddy Winter. And if that happens, then we will calculate the tie break situation with the three tied skiers involved. From my estimation, Rob Hazelwood would be in second, Dane Meckler would be in third, and Cole McCormick would be in fourth in that instance.
Got me?
Sure, Pat. Well, I know that, but it's roll for the phone.
Well, the phone's dead. It says 1%.
All right, so.
Plug it in. Plug it into what?
Plug it into what? I don't have a cable to do that.
Freddy Winter. Okay, so Freddy Winter, as he continues on, he's gone through. Whoa, what's going on here? Looks like we got a little bit of a technical situation that we got to resolve, but
got 1% just plugged in. Yeah. Let's see if this will come up.
so Freddy Winter just going into some calming movements, you know, just to try and keep things on an even keel. He has the best score in this tournament so far. Going into this final round, Freddy Winter, who scored 1 buoy at 9.75 meters in round number 1. The first time that we've seen an attempt into 9.75 meters this season so far. All right, whilst we try to resolve 1 or 2 technical issues, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll return with more skiing from Freddy Winter.
the ultimate game changer for your team's image. Dress your employees for success with our Game Ready Uniform Management Program. Our hygienically clean uniform laundry and deliveries ensure your team steps out onto the court looking sharp, from the maintenance crew to the kitchen crew to the mop crew. Alsco Uniforms has performance workwear for every player in your business. Let us show you why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniforms. Call us today.
Here we go.
All right there, onwards and forwards. Let's continue on. This is Freddie Winter. Has had a rather stop-start round of slalom skiing, one has to say, but now coming in, this is pass number 3. This is 11.25 meters. Just making sure that he gets the ski cast out wide enough on each turn. Nicely done. There we go. That is Freddie Winter. Gets that pass to go. 11.25 meters. Coming back at 10.75 meters for the next run, and Freddie Winter does what Freddie Winter does best. Slices and dices it. All right, they're sitting next to me, Rob Hazelwood.
Hello, Tony.
Who is about 8 or so buoys from finding out whether he gets to ski again or not.
Yeah, I'm always a bit of a nervous seat. I'd be a lot less nervous if I'd got a piece of 3. But yeah, I think we've all seen Freddy ski a lot. I'm definitely not. Put it one way, I'm dry. Currently, I didn't keep my stuff on, but yeah, I mean, Freddy's a phenomenal competitor. So
how quickly can you change?
Quickly. The longest part of my process is washing my hands. So
or putting the gloves on.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm all good to go. So as soon as if something happens.
Why do you wash your hands? You seem to be famous for that.
Yeah, oil on your hands. You touch your face, skin, all sorts of stuff. I just like my hands to be completely oil free. Basically, it's like a skincare person's nightmare. But all right, we can talk about that later. Freddie Winter, is this 39 here or?
Yeah, this is 39.
Right, 39.
Here we go. 39. 10.75
nice, one ball.
There we go. Nicely
Good,
done. Round number 2. He's good for 3. Nervous moments here. First 2/3 of the a little bit broken over off number 4, but he. An additional bit of load is something that he can take on board, and he gets around all 6 buoys at 10.75 meters. Now,
yeah, he's got a lovely rhythm there. That even though there's some bobbles and obviously hits that, and it falls over at that 4-ball a little bit, but he's doing a very good job of just carrying that speed across course. You know, whatever's happening at the buoys. Something I always notice on Freddie Winter a lot is how he keeps his shoulders incredibly level, kind of through second side, and does a great job. Even that 4, he moves everything outward bound and just has that amazing control into 5 at 39. But
just to give you an idea of the parity of our skiers at this level of the game, Freddie Winter currently right now as he moves up the ladder in the 3rd round, he's currently in 6th spot right now, based upon his current score of 6 buoys at 10.75 meters. That means that Adam Sedlmajer and Tim Tornquist are the only 2 people that have scored below his score at this juncture.
Like the Pro Tour of yesteryear, it's everyone stuck up at 2.
Yeah,
so
indeed.
He knows what he needs to do. It'll be interesting to see how he goes about it, and just he's gonna need a good start. And we're all gonna sit here kind of tight-cheeked and holding on and ready to go. But yeah, he's gonna do what he's gonna try to do and put something down.
I noticed that you're not all are crowded round and like sitting crouched down on your knees.
Well, there's nothing we can do, is there?
Really?
No, there's nothing we can do. It's in his hands now. Only he's the only person that can do anything about it. And
there he goes.
We're all stood near our skis just in case, but I'm excited to see what Freddie can put down and see what check we go home with. But here we go. Freddie Winter, 41 off.
All right,
needs a
here
piece
he
of
comes.
3 to take the title.
The gate shot is necessary here. A good one is necessary. Entrance gate number 1. Oh, a little bit down course now. He's round number 2. Oh, no! All right. Battle stations for Rob Hazelwood and Cole McCormick and Dane Meckler. Freddy Winter gets round number 2, but does not get to the wakes. He scores 1.5, 1 and 1/2. Okay, we need that piece of paper, please. Toot the sweet. I'm going to make the draw right now. Okay. I'm going to make the draw right now. Okay, give me one piece of paper. I'm looking away. Okay, what number is it for each skier? This is going to be Rob Hazelwood. First one to go, Dane. Dane is the first one off the dock. Second off the dock after Dane is going to be Rob, which means that Cole is third off the dock. So it is going to be Dane, Rob, and Cole in that order. I have not seen Dane, Rob, or Cole get dressed this quickly. All right, then. So a rather unexpected fall there from Freddy Winter. I'm sure he's just absolutely beside himself right now, having had the opportunity to sew this title up within the first third of the course on 10.25 meters. But it does invoke the runoff with a three-way tie in existence between Rob Hazelwood, Dane Meckler, and Cole McCormick. So Dane is going to go first, Rob's going to go second, and Cole is going to go third.
What do you guys need? Yes. Yeah, it's going. I don't know how much charge it is, but we're going to let it.
Right, and while they get changed and ready to go, we're going to take going to step aside and have a brief break. And when we come back, we will have the runoff to determine the top 3 positions here in the Men's Slalom Championship at the S-Lines Lake 38 Pro, presented to you by Gaston County. We'll be back right after this.
Uniforms, the ultimate game changer for your team's image. Dress your employees for success with our Game Ready Uniform Management Program. Our hygienically clean uniform laundry and deliveries ensure your team steps out onto the court looking sharp, from the maintenance crew to the kitchen crew to the mop crew. Alsco Uniforms has performance workwear for every player in your business. Let us show you why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniforms. Call us today.
Imagine a pond where every ripple reflects perfection, a haven where nature's true colors shine. At Atlas Tints, we bring that vision to life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes transform water features into vibrant, living masterpieces, enhancing beauty while remaining 100% safe for aquatic life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes are designed to transform your water feature with exceptional clarity and vibrancy, all while protecting the delicate balance of your aquatic ecosystem. Atlas Tints isn't just about color, it's about clarity, innovation, and honoring nature's beauty with every drop. Atlas Tints, pure color, pure quality, pure innovation. Thank you for choosing Atlas Tints.
Score big with Alsco uniforms, the ultimate game changer for your team's image. Dress your employees for success with our game-ready uniform management program. Our hygienically clean uniform laundry and deliveries ensure your team steps out onto the court looking sharp, from the maintenance crew to the kitchen crew to the mop crew. Alsco Uniforms has performance workwear for every player in your business. Let us show you why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniforms. Call us today.
Still have a GPS.
Imagine a pond where every ripple reflects perfection, a haven where nature's true colors shine. At Atlas Tints, we bring that vision to life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes transform water features into vibrant, living masterpieces, enhancing beauty while remaining 100% safe for aquatic life. Our signature range of dyes includes Blue Defender. Infuse your pond with a clear, refreshing blue that brings a sense of calm and clarity. Midnight Mirage. Embrace a bold, deep hue that creates dramatic, sophisticated contrast. Green Shield. Enhance your pond's natural allure with a rich, harmonious green that perfectly complements nature. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes are designed to transform your water feature with exceptional clarity and vibrancy, all while protecting the delicate balance of your aquatic ecosystem. What sets us apart? Superior concentration for intense, long-lasting color. And because we know that time is as valuable as quality, we back our products with instant service, competitive pricing, and rapid dispatch. From your first inquiry to the moment your order arrives, Atlas Tints is with you every step of the way. Atlas Tints isn't just about color, it's about clarity, innovation, and honoring nature's beauty with every drop. Atlas Tints, pure color, pure quality, pure innovation. Thank you for choosing Atlas Tints.
right, we're about to return to live skiing action here. We've got the three-way runoff for the men's championship. Because Freddie Winter on his final performance in the third round scored 1.5 at 10.25 meters. That invoked the runoff between the three skiers that are tied with two buoys at 10.25 that are above him right now. First skier to take to the water will be Dane Meckler, and via the rules for the runoff, the first pass attempted by each skier must be done on the last completed pass. In each case, that is 39.5 off or 10.75 meters. Interesting to note, all of these skiers in this section of the competition in the runoff final secured their maiden pro victories for the first time last season. Dane Meckler, Rob Hazelwood, and Cole McCormick all tasted victory last season for the very first time on the Water Ski Pro Tour. And look at this. There's one, there's two, there's three, there's number 4. A little crushed on number 4 into 5, but managing to make it round all 6 buoys at 10.75 to open up his account. All right, so we see Dane Meckler get through that opener pass. 39.5 off 10.75 meters. He's setting up the target for our remaining two skiers to challenge. So by the virtue that each of them has scored only one professional victory to their name since last season, their second pro victory will belong to one of these competitors. So which one of these three will become a two-time Pro Tour slalom event winner? Here we go. This is Dane Meckler. This is 41 off, 10.25 meters. There's the first buoy. There's the second. And here comes the third. Oh, he gets bounced off number 3. I don't know how much of number 3 he got. Could it be just 2 or 2.5? We'll have a look and see with this tower cam view. There's number 1. A little bit of a delay there. Round number 2. Wheelies up on number 2. He gets round number 3, but not in full control to make it to the wakes afterwards. So that is going to be a score of 2.5. 2.5 for Dane Meckler at 41 off or 10.25 meters. A great score there from Dane Meckler, but it does open up the door somewhat. It therefore means that for our remaining 2 competitors, if they can get round 3 and to the wakes, then they will have a better score than Dane Meckler. But as we all know, at 41 off or 10.25 meters, that is easier said than done. Stepping into the water. Next competitor up is going to be Rob Hazelwood in that lake that's treated by Atlas tint. We're currently using the blue Defender to colorize the water right here at Lake 38, but very soon they will have 2 other variants of their food-based lake dye. The 2 coming up next will be Midnight Mirage and the Green Shield. So if any of you fancy celebrating St. Patrick's Day next year around about March and would like to celebrate in the best way possible with some lake dye, There's your answer right there, courtesy of Atlas Tints, and you could find out more about them by going to atlastint.com. Here we go, Rob Hazelwood, 10.75 meters, opening pass. Oh, getting into all kinds of difficulty here. He fights back off number 4, and there you go, round all 6 buoys, but only just. Rob Hazelwood. He'll be breathing a huge sigh of relief. But I tell you what, experience counts for a lot in this slalom event, and he had to draw upon that experience in order to stay upright off buoy number 3. As we have a look once again, handle coming up high, feeds the handle out, and thank goodness he was stacked the way that he was, because he could have ended up in the middle tower had he pinged that handle too soon. So Rob Hazelwood, handle up high on 3, managing to get round number 4, then just calmed his nerves down off the remaining 3 buoys of the course and gets that pass done. Now, here is the scenario as it plays out. 2.5 is the lead. If Rob Hazelwood can ski more than 2.5, he will take the lead with 1 skier to go in the runoff situation.
Did not have sure path.
This runoff will not only determine the winner, but it will also determine who takes second and third spot as well. It's like we've got a bit of a situation back over at the Havana Island right now with Rob Hazelwood getting ready for 10.25 meters. The boat is reversing and about to make its way around the Havana Island. Havana is the closest town to that end of the Lake 38 facility, hence its given name. The other end of the course is the Good Island, of course, resplendent with its good banners and flora. But it's also known as the Quincy end. And that's the direction these heading towards right now. Rob Hazelwood, 10.25 meters, needing more than 2.5 to take the lead in this runoff situation. Here's number 1, takes that one to go. Round buoy number 2. Can he get outside number 3? Yes, he can. Can he get to the wakes to take the lead? We'll see. I believe he's done enough. We'll see if we can get a better vantage point, namely from the tower cam. He's convinced that he's done enough for 3 buoys to make it to make his case for the lead at this time. And Rob Hazelwood looking for his 2nd professional title win, or maybe even his 3rd. There's 1, there's number 2, there's 3. And there is 3 buoys there for Rob Hazelwood. He is absolutely chuffed to bits. 1 is a first pro event on the Waterski Pro Tour at this very event last season, hence the reason why he's wearing the yellow bib. He's followed it on with another pro victory in Spain a little later on in the season, last season. But now we come down to our final competitor in this runoff situation. Or could we extend this out to another tie-break situation if the scores if 2 of the scores leading are level after this performance? And that performance is going to come courtesy of the 2024 U.S. Masters Slalom Champion from Canada, Paul McCormick. All right, coming through round the good island. This now is Cole McCormick. 10.75 meter start. 39.5 off. Little bit of a bump into number 2, but still managing to stay upright on number 3. He's good to go round number 4. A little flat-footed into number 4. He's good to go round 5. And he goes through the pass. All 3 of our runoff finalists have gone through 10.75 meters and have at least attempted to run 10.25 meters. We're looking at the instant replay from our previous competitor, Cole McCormick. And looking good there. Cole McCormick on 10.75 meters. 39.5 off. Now, he is 3 buoys away from tying. He is a piece of 4 away from winning. And a remarkable situation here could be in the offering for Cole McCormick, because I mean, you remember back to the first and second round in the second round of his competition. Cole McCormick was in danger of actually being eliminated at that stage, were it not for the fact that he produced a score of 2 at 10.25 meters in round number 2 to get him back into contention. So he's had to ski his way out of trouble right from the get-go. Now let's see him ski himself into a situation where he could potentially win. Needs the start to do so. Entrant, round buoy number 1, takes it to go round number 1. He's good to go from number 2. Look at that ski round number 2. He's good to go for number 3. Oh, and he's on 3, which means we have double runoff. Double runoff time. That therefore means that Dane Meckler is now the only skier in this runoff situation with a confirmed result. He is in 3rd, but the top 2 competitors are going to go on now to a secondary runoff. And once again, it's the last complete pass out of round number 3 that determines the opening run. In this case, it is 10.75 meters. Let's do the draw again. I shall look away. I shall grab a piece of paper to determine who takes to the water first. Drum roll, please. Who takes to the water first? Rob Hazelwood and Cole McCormick are waiting to find out the result of this draw. Who goes first?
What's going on now?
Cole, you go first.
What's that? Is it 41 or 39? Still working?
Okay, Cole takes to the water first. He will set the target for Rob Hazelwood to chase. Boy, what a competition this is, huh? We're taking a brief break, and then when we come back, we will have possibly the final challenge between Cole McCormick and Rob Hazelwood in runoff number 2 when the S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am presented by Visit Gadsden County continues.
I know if it's like the Nationals or whatever, you tie in, you go back out at 40. You want to get another battery for the rover?
Yeah. It's got 100%. It's one of them big ones.
Okay, I know it.
Whatever.
If you got like 5,
I mean, it's kind of like a...
Like, oh, we got to get sober or something.
And isn't it like a fun tournament at this point?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It is. I'm not concerned about,
Imagine a pond where every ripple reflects perfection, a haven where nature's true colors shine. At Atlas Tints, we bring that vision to life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes transform water features into vibrant, living masterpieces. enhancing beauty while remaining 100% safe for aquatic life. Our pure concentrated pond dyes are designed to transform your water feature with exceptional clarity and vibrancy, all while protecting the delicate balance of your aquatic ecosystem. Atlas Tints isn't just about color, it's about clarity, innovation, and honoring nature's beauty with every drop. Atlas Tints, pure color, pure quality, pure innovation. Thank you for choosing Atlas Tints.
Score big with Alsco uniforms, the ultimate game changer for your team's image. Dress your employees for success with our Game Ready Uniform Management Program. Our hygienically clean uniform laundry and deliveries ensure your team steps out onto the court looking sharp. From the maintenance crew to the kitchen crew to the mop crew, Alsco Uniforms has performance workwear for every player in your business. Let us show you why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniforms. Call us today. Score big with Alsco Uniforms, the ultimate game changer for your team's image. Dress your employees for success with our Game Ready Uniform Management Program. Our hygienically clean uniform laundry and deliveries ensure your team steps out onto the court looking sharp. From the maintenance crew to the kitchen crew to the mop crew, Alsco Uniforms has performance workwear for every player in your business. Let us show you why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniforms. Call us today. Score big with Alsco Uniforms, the ultimate game changer for your...
Imagine a pond where every ripple reflects perfection, a haven where nature's true colors shine. At Atlas Tints, we bring that vision to life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes transform water features into vibrant, living masterpieces, enhancing beauty while remaining 100% safe for aquatic life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes are designed to transform your water feature with exceptional clarity and vibrancy, all while protecting the delicate balance of your aquatic ecosystem. Atlas Tints isn't just about color, it's about clarity, innovation, and honoring nature's beauty with every drop. Atlas Tints, pure color, pure quality, pure innovation. Thank you for choosing Atlas Tints.
All right then, folks, returning to action here at the 2025 S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am, presented to you by visitgadsdencounty.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we now go into the runoff situation number 2 to determine the winner and the runner-up. The previous runoff situation determined that Dane Meckler would be in 3rd spot. Now, because of a tie in that runoff, we now have to go into another shootout to determine who wins and who ends up as runner-up. Skier on the water first by draw. And coming in at 10.75 meters, or 39.5 off, this is Cole McCormick. There's number 1. There's number 2. Looking good for number... Oh, a little bit behind on number 3. He's still there. He's still running with the ski. Nicely done. 6 buoys all the way through. 10.75 meters. Looking a little bit ragged in 1 or 2 places, especially number 3 and number 4, but he manages to hold on to it and keeps it going. I'm sure he has family that are watching. His wife, who is expecting in July, is no doubt watching and trying to control her emotions. No two ways about that. And also his parents, Ricky and Susie McCormick, I'm sure that they're watching too, to see if Cole can do enough to prevail in this 2-skier runoff. 41 off is coming up next, 10.25 meters.
Here we go, other end. Come on.
All right, here we go, folks. Rev it up. 58K. 10.25 meters, or 41 off. There's number 1. Takes the hard snap. Round buoy number 2. Oh, and he's on the back of the ski. And that could open up a whole world of possibilities for our second skier in the runoff. Because Cole McCormick, having gotten a superb number 1, unfortunately wasn't able to replicate that feat on number 2. Rode on the back of the ski. Got wrong-footed there, and unfortunately has to succumb to the inevitable, given what he's done on that turn. 1 1/2. And that brings us to our final skier in this 2-skier runoff. It is going to be a skier who comes to us originally out of Lincoln in England. He won his maiden professional title right here, this time last year, at Lake 38. He replicated that feat with another professional title a little later on in the season in Spain. And ladies and gentlemen, let's see what he's got this time around. Can he fully defend his championship from last season? It's none other than Great Britain's Rob Hazelwood. Okay, folks. Crunch time now. It's still ABCs. He's still got to run the opener, and he's still got to get 2 or more on the pass to come afterwards. Let's see what he has. Rob Hazelwood round the good island And now working his way up to speed behind that Nautique towboat. Entrance round buoy number 1. Gets it to go round buoy number 2. Can't afford to make too many mistakes here on 10.75 meters. Oh, a bit of a hard slam on the inside on number 4. He's all over the show off number 5, round number 6, and barely gets round the 6th and final buoy on that run at 10.75 meters. Wasn't the best pass at 10.75 meters he's ever run, but as long as it's 6 and through the exit gates, who cares? He certainly doesn't. He's chomping at the bit and waiting for that to 55 seconds of time at the Havana end of this lake to expire so that he can get into the slalom course and get to work and try to exceed 1 1/2 at 10.25 meters. I'm sure glad that you've enjoyed the coverage here, not only online but on site as well. In a few moments we will be having the award presentations for both the women's and the men's. We'll try and get that done as quickly as is humanly possible. This is the 2025 S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am, brought to you by VisitGadsdenCounty.com. Coming in. Could this be the pass that gives him victory? We'll see. Here he comes. Entrant, round buoy number 1. He needs more than 1 1/2. There's number 1. There he goes to the wake skis, and he is your winner! Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am, presented by Gadsden County, your winner of the men's slalom competition from Great Britain, Rob Hazelwood.
Back-to-back champion.
It wasn't a fluke last year.
What's that?
It wasn't a fluke last year.
No.
All right, Rob Hazelwood taking the plaudits from those that are along the dock. He'll have a word with us, good folks here. Look at that S-turn. Oh, yes, indeed. He celebrates that with aplomb.
Yeah, I sure do it.
So Rob Hazelwood wins maximum points in this round of the Water Ski Pro Tour. One additional point is given to Freddy Winter because he actually has the top score in this event with his first round score of 1 at 9.75 meters. And for those of you that are interested on the Water Ski Pro Tour, go to that website, waterskiprotour.com. The points will be updated very, very soon, so you can stay in touch with your favorite athlete on the Water Ski Pro Tour. Let's have a look at that beautiful leaderboard if we can get that up on the screen. It should confirm that Rob Hazelwood is your champion in this season, the 2025 season, ahead of Cole McCormick, who is in second, Dane Meckler in third, Freddy Winter in fourth, and working down the line here in fifth spot, actually Freddy Winter and Adam Caldwell in a two-way tie for fourth spot, but I believe Freddy Winter will have the upper hand because he does have the superior backup. So Freddy Winter is in fourth, Adam Caldwell is in fifth, Daniel Dvarko in sixth, Adam Sedlmajer in seventh, and Tim Tornquist in eighth. All right, then, we're going to take a little bit of a break. Hopefully, we might get a word or two from Rob Hazelwood if you are about. Come on, Rob. Just waiting on Rob Hazelwood to make his way here. It takes him such a long time to get to the announcing point, but obviously TV comes a calling, so one has to respond. Our good friends from WCTV, the CBS affiliate for the Tallahassee area. All right, we hope to talk to Rob Hazelwood in just a moment, but in the meantime, we'll cut to a commercial. This is the 2025 S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am, presented by Gadsden County, and we'll be back right after this.
Imagine a pond where every ripple reflects perfection, a haven where nature's true colors shine. At Atlas Tints, we bring that vision to life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes transform water features into vibrant, living masterpieces, enhancing beauty while remaining 100% safe for aquatic life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes are designed to transform your water feature with exceptional clarity and vibrancy, all while protecting the delicate balance of your aquatic ecosystem. Atlas Tints isn't just about color, it's about clarity, innovation, and honoring nature's beauty with every drop. Atlas Tints, pure color, pure quality, pure innovation. Thank you for choosing Atlas Tints. Imagine a pond where every ripple reflects perfection, a haven where nature's true colors shine. At Atlas Tints, we bring that vision to life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes transform water features into vibrant, living masterpieces, enhancing beauty while remaining 100% safe for aquatic life. Our signature range of dyes includes Blue Defender. Infuse your pond with a clear, refreshing blue that brings a sense of calm and clarity. Midnight Mirage. Embrace a bold, deep hue that creates dramatic, sophisticated contrast. Green Shield. Enhance your pond's natural allure with a rich, harmonious green that perfectly complements nature. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes are designed to transform your water feature with exceptional clarity and vibrancy, all while protecting the delicate balance of your aquatic ecosystem. What sets us apart? Superior concentration for intense, long-lasting color. And because we know that time is as valuable as quality, we back our products with instant service, competitive pricing, and rapid dispatch. From your first inquiry to the moment your order arrives, Atlas Tints is with you every step of the way. Atlas Tints isn't just about color, it's about clarity, innovation, and honoring nature's beauty with every drop. Atlas Tints, pure color, pure quality, pure innovation. Thank you for choosing Atlas Tints. Imagine a pond where every ripple reflects perfection, a haven where nature's true colors shine. At Atlas Tints, we bring that vision to life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes transform water features into vibrant, living masterpieces, enhancing beauty while remaining 100% safe for aquatic life. Our pure, concentrated pond dyes are designed to transform your water feature with exceptional clarity and vibrancy, all while protecting the delicate balance of your aquatic ecosystem. Atlas Tints isn't just about color, it's about clarity, innovation, and honoring nature's beauty with every drop. Atlas Tints, pure color, pure quality, pure innovation. Thank you for choosing Atlas Tints.
Score big with Alsco uniforms, the ultimate game changer for your team's image. Dress your employees for success with our game-ready uniform management program. Our hygienically clean uniform laundry and deliveries ensure your team steps out onto the court looking sharp, from the maintenance crew to the kitchen crew to the mop crew. Alsco Uniforms has performance workwear for every player in your business. Let us show you why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniforms. Call us today.
Check. Let me know when he's hitting me. Welcome to the presentations for the S-Lines Lake 38's Pro-Am, presented to you by Visit Gadsden County. Our commissioners here in this great historic county in the northern part of Florida. Commissioner Green like the Daniela. Commissioner Simpkins at green will be presenting the checks. And in 8th place, let's give it up, please, Samantha Stadlbaur. And Samantha over here. Let me tell you that in 7th place, coming to you from Chile, this is a first place tournament. It is Daniela. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Daniela was in 7th spot and in 6th spot, and she's absent here, but on anyway, Whitney, Rini. All right, here we go. In 5th spot from the United States of America, it is Kennedy Hansen.
Congratulations.
We've got a cut for you and a check. There you go. All right, continuing right along. Ladies and gentlemen, in 4th spot from Australia, Vanessa Vieke. Yep. He takes the points, she takes the money. See where your priorities are. Top 3 from Canada, Jaimee Ball.
Let me give you this cup.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, we now go into the top 2. Runner-up from the United States of America, Allie, Nicholson.
Allie,
and ladies and gentlemen, present your winner in this, the X-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am, presented to you by visitgadsdencounty.com. Your winner this season is Regina Jaquess. She gets a nice little bag and a ski line, and once you mount the podium up there, I'm going to give you the microphone, and you get to talk to the good folks out there.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's been such a great weekend to all the Lake 38 group. You guys have put in so much hard work year after year. This place gets better and better. It's such a cool environment, and it's definitely kind of the way I think our future is going. And we just really appreciate hospitality you guys have shown us all weekend. And I know it's to all the sponsors and you guys being out here, so much to the county commissioners and everything Tallahassee has to offer. Gaston County, Gaston County. Rewind, Gaston County.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give it up here for our podium finishers, including your champion, Regina Jaquess. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll go on to the men's award. Ladies and gentlemen, presented to you in 8th. Coming to you from Sweden. Ladies and gentlemen, 8th spot belongs to Tim Tornquist.
Thank you.
Once again, the points and the prizes presented by Simpkins and Green. That sounds like a group, doesn't it? All right. So in 7th spot from Czechia, Adam Sedlmajer. All right. Moving up in the 6th spot, also from Czechia, Daniel Odvarko. Ladies and gentlemen, in the top 5, in 5th spot from the United States, Adam Wow. All right, top from Great Britain, Freddy wins. Which means we live and Dane Meckler.
I'll take this with me if you don't want it.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and runner-up from Canada, Cole McCormick. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you your 2025 S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am champion, presented to you by visitGastonCounty.com. Your winner with the maximum amount of points at 52, it's Rob Hazelwood.
All right.
All right, and as you step up on top of the podium, Rob, I'm going to give you the mic to.
I got it. We're good. Just awesome to be back to back. I haven't won too many times, so going back to back is not something I thought I'd have quite yet, but an honor to be here, and huge thank you to all the sponsors, obviously, money, and everyone. And just appreciate everyone for being here. My girlfriend's had some family troubles lately, so this one was for Jeff. It's only water skiing, but family means a lot to me, and yeah. Thank you, everyone. This one means a lot, and I will be back for many years because, man, I love this place and I love everyone here. And yeah, thank you to everyone. And yeah, just grateful. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you now, please, for our podium finishers and your champion of 2025 here at the S-Lines Lake 38 Pro-Am, presented to you by visitGastonCounty.com, Rob Hazelwood. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings to a conclusion the award presentations. My name is Tony Lightfoot. On behalf of our broadcast crew, thank you very much for
for being present and watching this event via the webcast. We continue on with the Water Ski Pro Tour starting next week with LA Night Jam on Saturday the 7th of June, and we follow on from that with the Monaco tour stop as well as the Morocco tour stop to come afterward. As I said, my name is Tony Lightfoot. Glad to have your presence here. And until next time, it's ciao for now.
I just started